Good night, my people. It's your coach PK coming at your live. You know how it is. You know how it is. Always in a place to be and ready to give you my best. If my best is not enough, you know you can always ask for more, and I will increase my quality and I'll get even better and make sure I meet your requirements. Well, today in this video, I thought I'll come in and pretty much just, remind all the ballers, all the hoopers, all the, uh, ball players out there that, basketball never stops. Yes, we won't be much every many games. Yes, you might be on holidays. Yes, you might be, Merry Christmas and being Christmas break and New Year's break and all that. And I understand a lot of the people on this time is a time of family, it's time of visiting friends and making everybody happy. So we tend to sometimes eat a little bit too much. We tend to sometimes, get lazy and just chill and relax and stuff like that. But I'm here to tell you that the hustle should never stop. The workout should never stop. The nutrition should never stop. Yeah, you can get off the trails a little bit, but make sure to come back straight into it. Because look, the reality is the following, folks. If you work out, for example, you are practicing your shooting and you practice for like 10 months and you're shooting really well and you're starting to really feel confidence about your shot. Let's say you get injured and you stop for a month. But when you come back, trust me, those 10 years, or sorry, those 10 months that you've been shooting and practicing, it brings you back 5 months. So this is just the way it is. What we don't use, we lose. If you don't practice, you're not gonna get definitely not better, and you will get worse, but it will get worse very rapidly. And that's what I'm here to tell you, that even though I understand it's holidays, family time, friends time, you go visit cousins, visit friends that you don't get to the chance to see much during the year because they are busy and you are busy and your timelines don't line up so you can catch up. I understand all that, but remember to stay consistent and stay fit, because if you don't practice, you don't touch your basketball for a month, you're going back about 5 months or so. So you don't want that. You don't want to go back 5 months to start again, because people, your rivals, your opponents, your teammates, they want to take your spot on the team. They are actually practicing, and I do practice all the time, even if it's vacation. Even if it's on vacation, especially on vacation. When I go to vacation, I definitely wake up early to go and do some exercise. My partner won't let me lie. I will get up. If you have to leave home or the hotel room at about 8 a.m., I'll get up about 5:36 ish, do a bit of stretching, maybe FT or coffee, then go upstairs to the gym and hotel and do some workouts. So if you've been watching my videos, just find one of my videos that says a day in the life of Coach PK or visiting Sydney, things like that. You will see that I'm always working out when there is when I'm on holidays, especially when I'm back home, same reason as I'm back home. If I leave home, I have to leave home at 8:30 to get to the State Basketball Center at 9:30. I get up about 6:30, go through my routine, the washing, the cleaning, the putting things away, putting things together, getting things ready. Then I will stretch and do a minimum workout. So I am certain, I am 100% sure that I'm still continuing touching their muscles, continue touching their skills, so I don't lose it, because I don't want to stop and go back 5 months. I want to keep going forward and continue improving, continue increasing. So I made a video not too long ago which I talk about fitness, how to stay fit. Not everybody out there has got the chance to, or the luck to have a hoop on a back garden, and therefore you might not have a chance to practice your shooting. But what you can practice is your fitness. For that, you don't need a hoop. I understand certain people, they don't have hoop on the background. They go to the park and put some shoots up, and that's great. But if it's a day that is raining, then you definitely have got no chance to go to the park and shoot hoops, because there's no point shooting hoops on a rainy day, because you just won't be able to improve at all, because it's too slippery. You have to do things that are practical things. Practice when it's practical, to play and shoot the ball when it's actually is realistic, not when on the rain. You never play basketball on the rain, especially not official anyway. Therefore, you practice when it's practical, when it's dry, when it's sunny, when you're on outdoors. But like I say, what you can do is your fitness. I made a video, like I was saying, not too long ago, where I showed the minimum stuff that I do to stay fit. The parts of my body that I always work out, and it is an addiction, almost, you can say that. But not all addictions are bad. So exercising is definitely a good addiction. It's good addiction to have, to stay fit and exercise, and and stay consistent on it. You don't have to do too much. You don't have to lift up 20 kilos, 20 times, whatever. But if you can find a manageable time and manageable limit of workout or exercise you can do in certain period of time, and stay consistent at it, your body will thank you later. So I thought that would be nice enough, and I play for you guys this video that I made, as I say, not too long ago, and it shows me exercising. It shows me, just showing you certain things that I do to stay fit as a former player, still refereeing, and just a love of the game of basketball. Well, I hope you guys enjoy that, because I certainly enjoy making this video, and it was fun. Let me know what you think. What's up, family? Your coach PK here in a place to be. And today in this video, I want to share with you my process of working out. Fitness and nutrition, a combination of things that you always need, and to be able to perform every time as a basketball player, as an athlete, as a human, it's a matter of fact, in general. Well, today I'm here in my backyard because it is raining. Therefore, I cannot go out there and run. I would prefer to go and run in an open environment, but with the rain, it just makes it really, really difficult. And therefore, I'm gonna have to work out here for my backyard, which, by the way, I have to tell you, is not the cleanest, but it is enough room for me to figure out something and warm up and get started with my workout. Welcome to my workout. Coach PK, let's go and do this. Now, the first thing I need to tell you, drink water, stay hydrated. Number one, most important, before, after, while working out, stay hydrated. Very, very important. Water is good enough. You don't need Gatorade. You can if you want to, but water and is more than enough for you to stay hydrated. Keep drinking that water. Stay hydrated. Super, super important for your muscles to be ready to go. The second thing that I will ask you to do is, don't start exercising and pushing yourself really hard unless your body is warmed up. In a hot summer day, you don't need to pretty much be warmed up, because your body will be naturally warmed up. But in a cold winter night or day, then you need to warm up before you get to to do your workout. You're lifting up your sit-ups. Yeah, trust me, when I see your muscle warmed up before you start working out, it's gonna save you a lot of injuries. And that means everywhere. Your shoulders warmed up, your muscle on your shoulders, your legs, your arms, your neck, your back, the whole muscles of your body should be warmed up before you start doing a workout. The best thing to warm up is to go for a run. Like I say, today, it is not possible for me to go for a run, therefore I have to run on a treadmill. Let's go and do this. while you start with jogging, I'm already starting a little bit faster than I should, to be honest. Usually you start a little bit slower than that, and like every 2 minutes, you gradually start, going out to the plus or arrow up button and increase your speed. I'm already starting on speed 5.1, but that's because I was already sort of warming up and stretching before I came to do this. But when you start, make sure you start nice and slow, walking, and then eventually you start getting faster and faster. And then, my top speed, I usually get up to speed 7.5 to 8. I never get all the way up to 10. But usually about half an hour is the time that I use, about half an hour of running and warming up. On a day that is the only thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go and run for an hour. But if it's just for the warm up, half an hour lap, including the slow sort of motion, starting slow, and then right at the end, finish slow as well. So I've been out here for about a minute and a half, but what I'll do, I'll increase the speed a little bit to where I want it to be, and then middle part, the meat. So pretty much you warm up, so you start slow, like an entree, and then the main meal, which is gonna be longer, and it goes for about, I'll say about 10 minutes or so, and then at the end you have the dessert, which is also slow, and it goes about 5 minutes or so. So that's probably that's pretty much my take on that. All right. For the sake of this video, I will increase the speed now and get to where I like to be, and then run it out, and hopefully that's gonna be good enough to show you and tell you how it works, how I do my workout. Let's speed it up. So that's now speed 8, and as you can see here from my breathing, it is quite intense, it is quite fast, but that's the main meal. Like that, steady, keep going for about 10 minutes, and then slow it down and do your dessert for about 5 minutes or so. But again, for the sake of this video, I'll make it a bit shorter and show you other stuff that I do when I work out and stay fit. When I'm on a rhythm like that, I found it hard to stop unless I have to. It just feels great, feels comfortable, and you just keep it up, steady, and keep going until you are done. So I'll reduce the speed now to about from where I started, actually lower than that. That's actually 4.5 now. And, that's the dessert, the last bit of it. And then, I'm gonna show you other things that I do. So try not to stop suddenly. Don't just press the stop button. Make sure you slow your speed down to about now 3 and 10, slowly but surely, like this slow, then you go and then you press the stop button and then it stops. Well, I have to tell you, he definitely warmed me up. I'm definitely warmed up. I don't think I'll need the jumper anymore. Let me jump off now and just show you some more of the things that I do. Remember when you finish, especially if you are working out in a gym with a public place and you do your warm-up and you run us and you get a bit sweaty, remember to always have a towel like this, like small cloth like that one, so you can wipe up. Most gyms have got like white towels and stuff like that to clean. So wipe up your equipment so that the next person, when they come in and do workout, they don't have to touch your sweat on the equipment. So it's just a courtesy thing to do. It's a good thing to do if you are working out in a public place and in your house too as well, especially if you're not the only one that does the workout on the equipment. So you don't want your partner, your son, your daughter, your friend, whichever comes and works out there, to touch your gross, sweaty equipment. Now I hope you are following. So I need to tell you that the hustle never stops. The muscles, the body, like everything in the world, is like a snowball effect. Once you are going, the body wants to keep going, the muscle wants to keep going, and they just roll with you. Okay, so when you start, don't stop. Yes, it will be difficult at the start. Give yourself enough rest. Get your body recover. Get your muscle recovers after a massive workout, and then hit the gym again and do it again. Maybe start with once a week, then increase it to twice a week, and then in no time you're gonna be doing it at least once a day. First thing in the morning, it's important to be first thing in the morning, because then you start your day in a positive note. You start off day on a positive attitude and mindset, so therefore your day more likely to be a good one, no matter what happens, and your job, your work, your game brings to you. You have done the work. In your psyche, it's good to know that you have done the work. You have put on the work. You have done what you can do. You have given your body the best chance, the best preparation to go out there and perform. And trust me, the games and your performance are won here in the gym. The game comes easy. If you work out consistently, you get your body ready, you stay hydrated, you have the right nutrition, you exercise, there's no way your body will let you down when you need it to perform in a proper game. And you have that confidence going forward as well. Well, come on with me. I'll show you some of the exercises I do to work out on my abs. You need a six-pack, baby. So I hope you can see me from up there. The first exercise I usually do for my abs is the sit-ups. And I start with a bit of a warm-up, sort of just touching my toes or touching my foot with my hand like that. So this works out on the side abs here. So really good, just warm up and touch. You can feel the muscle touching, compressing the fat, compressing what is not need to be there. Okay, so after doing that, sort of reverse sit-ups. So a bit of reverse sit-ups. Just to warm up. I'll do more than that usually, but for the sake of the length of this video, I'll just do a few, then normal sit-ups. Okay, or if you like this kind of sit-ups, it's also effective. Okay, so a bit of lifting up your backside.
So when you lift, you hold and tight, then the glutes, then you go down, tight your glutes, up, tight your glutes, down, tight your glutes, up, tight your glutes as well. So once you have done that, go to the side, bend your knees and just lifting up and down, up and down. Make sure you do the other leg as well, sort of like that, up and down, up and down. Sure, lay down on this end, do a bit of a Superman. Superman, so a bit of prank, then tap, 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 lift, down, lift, down, lift, down, bit of leg pushing into your abs, like so. Then once you've done that, bit of stretching, make sure you stretch. Muscles. After every exercise, stretch your lower back, like so. Wonderful. As you can see, stretching is super important, and you know, nowadays people use like rollers to sort of stretch and warm up the muscles. So a roller is sort of something like that, where you put it on the floor and then you sort of lay down on the side and go up and down along your legs and your muscle. And or they also use things like that, you know, so sort of start it and then put it on your muscle and sort of, don't know if you can hear the vibration here, sort of vibrates like that on your leg, side of your leg. But I personally still prefer the old school method of being on the floor, especially if you don't have this kind of equipment laying around. I still prefer this kind of stretching where I get on the floor and I stretch and I push myself to feel better. Now, after giving you that explanation, I'm going to end up this, you know, kind of exercise. So we work on our legs to warm up and run and stuff like that. Stretch it. We work on our abs, stretch it, and now we're doing a bit of a, you know, arm workout. A lot of people, you won't have this kind of equipment over here. This is just pretty much for your, to make it easy on your wrist, because when you do the push-up with the hands flat on the ground, it puts a lot of pressure on your hip, on your wrist, especially if you are of a large size. So therefore I use this pretty much to aid me and give me a little bit more stability on my wrist. The other good thing about this equipment is when you are going up and down, you can also twist it. So it's got a mechanism where you can twist it as you are going up and down. The push-ups that I do, usually arms apart, hands, feet together, and go up and down. It works on your chest. And the other exercise that I do is hands together and feet apart, and it works on your biceps. Again, you can twist it, and come up and down. So once you've done a couple of those, again, back to stretching. I can't stress more about stretching. Very important to stretch your arms. Stretch your arms. Stretch your wrist. Stretch your wrist. Roll it. Make sure it's flexible. Flop, like flop. Make sure it's flexible. Make sure it's very flexible. And stretch your shoulder. Your lower back. And that's pretty much in a nutshell what I do when I'm working out. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have, make sure to hit me up with a massive thumbs up. And also, as you can see, I always bring you what you like. Oh, by the way, if you haven't done so yet, make sure, super important, to hit me up on this video here, which is my latest video, or you can hit me up on this video on this corner here, which is the video YouTube believe is better suitable for you. In the meantime, if you haven't done so yet, click on here where my face appears, click on the subscribe button, and click on notification.
Well, I hope and I wish and I pray and I feel blessed if you did enjoy this live video. I sure had a lot of fun making it, as I say. So and I was very, very grateful that at my age I still have the energy, I still have the strength, and I still have the ability to stretch, work out, to push ups and sit ups like that. So if you are younger, most of you guys probably younger than me, trust me, is a good habit to have, is a good addiction to have, to be able to work out. That's the good thing about sports in general. You learn and you develop disciplines of working out and staying fit, and you just continue doing it consistently. And what it does, it sets you up for life, because even if you don't make it big in sports, even if you don't become like a superstar or make the living out of playing the sports you like, you still can and benefit from it, because all the exercise that you do is gonna definitely help you with your health in the future. So all the habits and the discipline you develop by being a sports person or by playing sports in a young age, it can help you out later on in your future by giving you and keeping you healthy and keeping you also very, very active, because like I say, like a snowball effect. Once you start, you don't want to stop, and the body doesn't want to stop, as a matter of fact, and once you stop, then the body wants to stop. So the body just goes with whatever you give the body, and that's what you have to think about. By talking about staying fit in this festival time, which is great, but also remember there is one thing that is more important than fitness. And the one thing that is more important than fitness when it comes to, an athlete is, as many of you have probably heard it, is the nutrition. So you need to be able to manage, control yourself with your nutrition, especially at this time of the year where, like I say, you get invited to a lot of barbecues, you get invited to a lot of, get together for school, sorry, work, functions and all different things that come along with, this time of the year. But make sure, the one thing that I always ask is your breakfast. The one thing that most of the time I tell all my friends and all my relatives and all my family and everybody that I love, make sure your breakfast is set. Okay, so regardless of what you're gonna eat during the day, during the lunch and so, breakfast should be set. So me personally, I do have a routine. I try to eat small amounts of or small portions of meals every 2 hours. Like I say, I'll have a breakfast, which is usually normal stuff. Then after 2 hours, I'll have a little bit of maybe a mango or apple or a banana. And then after 2 hours or so, I'll have, when it's lunchtime, I'll have my lunch. And then, again, obviously, another 2 hours, another muesli bar, something like that that is healthy. And then dinner. And then, about 2 or 3 hours before I go to bed, I try not to eat at that particular time. Maybe just drink water or have a juice, whatever, something like that, but not actually big meals 2 hours before bed. Look, I made a video again not too long ago. I wish I show what I have for breakfast and how I prepare it. So I'll play it out for you guys so you guys can also see and enjoy that. And make sure to follow and let me know what you think about this video. Enjoy, fellas. In this video, I will show you how I prepare my breakfast. Breakfast is the most important meal of the day. Best way to start your day with a good meal that is going to set you up for the rest of the day. For this breakfast, I will be making a porridge. I'll show you how I make my porridge, and maybe you can do something similar depending on what ingredients you would like to add. So the first thing I do, I've got a pot just like this one, and I'll put, that's half a cup, and I'll put 2 of them in a pot. I'm making it for 2 for me and my partner. Make sure it's lined up. 1, 2. Once I've done that, I'll put some water in, just past the line of the porridge. And then I'll put it and then I'll leave it here, put it on about 7. So depending on your stove, obviously 7 is usually where I leave it from. About half an hour, I come back here and then I'll turn it down to about 4. About 20 minutes or so into the boiling, this is what it looks like. So it's starting now to boil, as you can see. So you give it a bit of a stir just to make sure it is well mixed together. And then what you do, you come here and then reduce it to 4 from 7 or 3. Yeah, 3 will do. Reduce it to 3 and then just let it slowly. So once it is completely boiled and it's cooked and ready to go, these are my ingredients. You can choose whichever ingredients you feel that is you like the most, but these are what I put in it and mix it with the porridge. So it's starting with the peanut butter. So I like it smooth. And then here we have the walnuts, and then peanut, and here we have the hemp seeds, and then we have dried cranberries, and here we have chia seeds, black chia seeds. And then from the freezer, I'll bring in the blueberries and also the raspberries. So as you can see, those ones my preferred ingredients that I use. Obviously not all at once, little pieces, but you can always, have your own preferred seeds and raspberries and strawberries, bananas if you like bananas, and pineapple. You can make it your way, your style of porridge. So once the porridge is boiled and it looks like so, you pretty much put it in a bowl like that. So this is usually my portion. Obviously, you might be a bigger eater than me and want a little bit more on a plate. This is my portion. I'm happy with that. And once I'm here, I just pretty much put all the seeds and fruits that I mentioned before. So you have the chia seed, about that much. Doesn't have to be too much. And again, depends on the portion. That's the frozen berries, strawberry, I should say. And then you have the frozen blueberries. And then you have obviously the peanuts. The walnut.
the hemp seed, and last but not least, the peanut butter. And just to top it up, to make it, even a bit wet, not as dry, I use full cream milk, cow's milk. You can use whichever milk you like. My partner, for example, she's a vegan, so she's got a different type of milk. And I just pour it about this much. And voila, it's pretty much ready to go, and I will enjoy it. I hope you enjoyed this video. I sure enjoy making it for you, and let me know in the comments down below, how do you have your porridge? Do you have porridge? What do you have for breakfast? Let's share it with me, and let's have a conversation. In the meantime, if you haven't done so yet, make sure to hit on my face over here and subscribe to my channel, and also watch this video here, which is my latest video, or if you prefer, you can watch this video on this corner here, which is the video YouTube believe is better suitable for you. Bye for now.
Well, I hope and wish again you enjoy this video that I made just in the comfort of my home in the kitchen. And I hope and believe that you enjoyed that, because like I say, I sure had a lot of fun making it for you guys and showing you and sharing you a little bit about what I get up to when I'm not on the basketball court, refereeing basketball games and running up and down the court. So this is pretty much the start of things that I get up to, the things that I do when I'm not out there refereeing, and these are pretty much the two things that I believe they are super important to stay in touch with, to remember to do while you're on holidays. One is to stay fit, by exercising, keep your body moving, and the second one is to eat well, have good nutrition, stay hydrated and stuff like that. Really, exercising is about 20%. You have to put on about 20% for exercising to be able to stay fit and healthy. And the other 80% is nutrition. So the nutrition, what you put in your body, is more important than exercising, and 100% is your mindset. Your mindset, your discipline has to be on the money, has to be focusing and concentrating on what you like the most. And what you like the most, what you have to put as much effort and much emphasis as possible, is none other but your mindset. Your mindset, your thinking, your discipline. There is always going to be temptations. There is always going to be some, party, and some, girls, and some everything, and boys, I should say as well, out there. But, you have to be focused and know what you want and stay disciplined and continue doing what's right for you, what's right for your career, if you're going to be a player. If you want to play in a higher level, and see what you want to do. But don't forget to have fun. Don't forget to enjoy it. But make sure to keep your mind on the ball. Keep your mind on what's important and what matters the most. And to you, I believe, should be 100% focusing on the 80%, which is nutrition, and focusing on the 20%, we should be exercising. So that's my opinion, that's my take, that's what I'm telling you and give it to you. Hopefully, wishfully, you take it on board and decide to do something about it, and do something positive, and do something that it's going to help you do and continue doing the right thing. Let me just check this. Okay, I think he's saying that the temperature on my camera is getting a little bit high, but it's still recording, and I put the fan on not too long ago. Hopefully it's gonna keep up until the end of this video and the camera doesn't die on me. If it's about to die, obviously I will have to find alternatives of coming back and finishing this live. I am pretty sure you are enjoying it. I am pretty sure you are watching me from wherever you are. feel free to be a more of a participant as well. So if you want to say anything, do anything, I'm just gonna go ahead and say hi to Ben. You just say hi to me here on YouTube. So hi back. Ben is a loyal subscriber to my channel. I appreciate him very very much. Does a lot of good things for my channel. One of my favorite person to pretty much make content for. So they say sometimes, it doesn't matter if you're making a content for one person or you are making content for 100 million people. So make sure to stay on the ball, make sure to do the right thing, and always give your best. Always give people what they need and what they want. And in this case, is giving you my insights and knowledge about the game of basketball, all that is involved, and as a on a referee point of view, because I've been refereeing for over 20 years. Keep an eye on a player's point of view, because I play for about 15 years in a higher level to the lowest level, so I know it all. And also as a spectator point of view, obviously I've been watching the game and been a spectator of the game for a very very long time before I became you know a player, before I became a referee, before I became a coach, before I became a statistician, and now my future, I would like to become more of a reporter where I can report the game, record, film the game, and take photos of the games, of the players, of the spectators, of the stadiums, of the referees, of the places where basketball is king, where basketball is loved, and where basketball is played all the time. So if you have a question, don't hesitate. Make sure to shoot me up a question. I'm more than happy to answer all your questions. If it's rule related, if you want to play about a player, talk about a player, talk about anyone, anything, I will be more than happy to reply to your questions right about now. So I usually come on this live for an hour. So I have now been on this live for 42 minutes. So we still have about good 18 to 15 minutes to go. If my camera allows me, it looks a bit scary because it's telling me that the temperature on the camera is a little bit high, and like I say, I can only help the camera by putting a fan on, and the fan is definitely helping. But just hopefully the camera doesn't die on me, and I'll let you dry. I don't like to let anyone dry. And by talking about letting people dry, I better drink a little bit of water because my throat is getting dry. And as I always say, hydrate, stay hydrated. Wonderful. Uh, Another thing that I wanted to say for you guys out there, when you are a player, don't drink water when you are thirsty. Drink water or put liquid in your body before you get thirsty. Because by the time you are thirsty, your body is already struggling. Your body is already asking for water, asking for liquid. And that's not a good look. That's not a good thing. Yes, you drink water after you feel thirsty, but by the time the water goes through your system and reaches the area where they're gonna needs to reach to recover, that's already 5 6 minutes that you already lost, that you are struggling, especially if you are playing. Make sure you drink water before you feel thirsty. Make sure you eat before you feel hungry. Okay, especially if you are in a game. So sometimes we do eat, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and snacks here and there. But then if you don't eat for a very long time, or we are playing a basketball game, your body might need extra food. Your body might need extra carbs, extra protein to, be strong enough to finish off the game that you started. And therefore, you might need to eat while you are playing, not while you're on a court, but like on a timeout, on a halftime, quarter time, and stuff like that. Always have something with you: a banana, an apple, a mango, a orange, something like that. That can give you extra energy so your body can feed your body before the body is actually asking for it. It's like anything. You try to give prevent it from happening, prevent from being dehydrated. So if you're already dehydrated, if you're already feeling hungry or lack of energy, and sometimes we don't, as mentally we don't see it that way because we are focused on the game so much, we're not even thinking about our body, how it's feeling, what it's needing. Okay, we are focused on the game. I have to pass the ball, I have to take the shot, I have to drive, I have to play defense and stuff like that. And your coach is on your ear, and your teammates are on your ear, so you don't really thinking about your body and yourself. But have a system, have a reminder yourself always. Let's say every game, every quarter, I'll have a quick banana. Every half, I'll have a banana and an apple. Every the end of another quarter, I'll have a pear, something like that. Something easy to eat, something small, easy to eat. Just so your body is strong, so your body is steady, and so your body is ready to go always. Because that's what I do, and that's what I recommend for you to do as well. So then you don't struggle. So that in the last minute of the game, the last 10 seconds of the game, especially if it's a close game, you go for a shot, for the winning shot. You don't miss the shot because of lack of energy, because of lack of power. And why did you not have enough energy at the end of the game? Is because not because you didn't work out. That's not because you didn't go to the gym and you did put your push-ups in and put your sit-ups in and work on your leg. The legs are there, the arms are there, but then there is just not enough strength through your coming through your veins to push that ball to make the basket. So it's a combination of working out 20% and uh, eating well, eating nutrients. They're going to help your body perform in a higher level game, in a higher level performance where your body, your has to be ready. So give your body the chance. Don't lose or miss a shot because you didn't work out. Especially, don't lose or miss a shot because you didn't eat enough or you didn't drink enough. Because these are the things that you can control. These are the things that you know to do. And if you do not do it, because you are focusing on something else or you are not paying attention to details, these are the little details, the little 1%ers. They make a difference on a great player, an average player, or a not very good player. To do readiness, to be ready when your name is called, you want to be ready. So when the coach say, hey, PK, you are on, make sure you are ready. Make sure you are ready. If not, you are going to struggle. So I'm just gonna look at it. Some questions that I have here on my face, YouTube, I should say, from Ben. I like porridge as well. Thanks, Ben. It makes two of us. I adore porridge. Actually, three. My partner likes porridge too. And have you sultanas? Have sultanas and blueberries. Beautiful, Ben. That's a great choice. You go and enjoy that because it is delicious. So I haven't tried sultanas and blueberries yet. Sorry, I have done tried blueberries, but I haven't tried sultanas yet. But I will try next, and then on my next video, I'll let you know how I went and if I enjoy that or not. So what else is there? The Ben says coconut water is good as well. True that. Any water, any liquid is good. So the important thing about this is for you to be hydrated, for you to be able for you to be able for your body to stay hydrated. So when the body is asking for, you are pushing your body because you are running fast, you are passing the ball, you are jumping, and all these things you are doing, the last thing you should be thinking about is injuries. The last thing you should be thinking about is my body, am I gonna be too tired or too sore tomorrow, the next day? And that's what we do to prevent being tired, to prevent being sore on the next day. The things that you have to do is as simple things like stay hydrated, drink before you feel thirsty, eat before you feel hungry, and definitely exercise before your body asks you to exercise. Have a routine, have a system where you say, okay, everything else has to be secondary because right now is my time and my time to exercise. Uh, the priorities have to be right, and your priorities, one of them should be exercise. Doesn't have to be all day, doesn't have to be an hour. If you only can afford 20, 15, 20, 30 minutes a day to do your exercise, do that and you'll be fine. If you only can afford, you know, 2 meals a day because, you know, whatever the timing, then your work time and your school time and your workout time and friends time, do what you can, but make sure to always put your nutrition and exercise first. Okay, Ben also said, Ben, come here. A lot of discipline comes from routine. That's right. And redoing their routine improves discipline. You're very right, Ben. You very sound delicious. Maple syrup. Jody also say maple syrup sounds delicious on the porridge. You're all very right. All these things you enjoy doing, you enjoy eating anyway. You probably will eat anyway. Mix it up on the porridge to make it even more delicious. There is nothing better than you eat something that is delicious and is also healthy. So therefore, you are combining the both, so you can continue eating it. The routine, the discipline, are a must. They are together. So the more you do it, I mean, the reason a lot of people don't want to work out, the reason a lot of people feel like, oh, I'm too tired. They're not really tired. What happens with them is when they do one workout and the body suffers and struggles, then they're too scared of the next workout. But the only thing you need to do after a hard or long workout is to rest, hydrate, eat well, eat something that is nutrient rich for your body to recover, and it will help you come back that way. So the thing is, let's just say our body, let's say it needs 300 grams, and not every body is different bodies, different types, different sizes. They all live different amount or portion of minerals and vitamins and stuff like that. So let's say your body needs 300 grams of protein and 200 grams of vitamin D and 400, all these different portions. Okay, but if you have 300 grams of protein but not enough of the vitamin D or vitamin A, then your body will struggle. Yes, you got enough of one mineral but not enough of a different vitamins that your body needs to function. Example, a car needs water, a car needs petrol, a car also needs oil, you know, engine oil, ignition oil, and air needs air to go through the to the air filters and stuff like that to work. Let's say there is you put in you block the air filter. They are dirty, they are blocked off. Therefore, your car is not getting any air going through it. It's got oil, it's got all the petrol and the water, but it doesn't have the air going through. How long do you think you're gonna be able to drive that car? Not very long. Not very long, because what's gonna happen is, even though everything else is good, it's gonna miss on that particular air, which is that particular vitamins, that particular mineral, that particular mineral. It could be calcium, it could be magnesium, it could be any of those. So because it's missing one of those, what happens is then your body will not function 100% right. Even though you think, well, I did eat, I did all that, why am I still not functioning well? That's because your body is missing one or two minerals or vitamins that you didn't give to the body. So all fruits are great. I always encourage everybody to eat as much fruits and natural food as possible. But sometimes you will need a little bit of supplements, let's calcium, and sometimes the doctors even recommend us. You are low on iron, for example. You need more iron. You need more vitamin D, when it's the sun, or go out on the sun a bit more to get more vitamin D in your skin in your body. There's a one way to get vitamin D. But like in winter, or places like Alaska where there is barely any sun, then you still need vitamin D. Your body still will ask for vitamin D, and if you can't get enough of it in your system, then you might need minerals. So it's just a matter of communicating and talk to your doctor and see what the best thing. And that's why you sometimes do a blood test, because with the blood test it tells you exactly what your body is lacking. You are lacking on this vitamin, you are lacking on this mineral. Take supplements for that, just to pump it up, and hopefully help minimize and stuff like that. Now the other thing also is with minerals and vitamins. Sometimes when we eat too much of a certain mineral, that our body only needs 500 and you eat 600, so the other 100, some minerals, they save it, they store it in your body for later on to use. Some vitamins, they don't. They use what is there, what is needed, and the rest just goes through you. So, and is obviously I'm not a specialist, I'm not a doctor, I don't study bodies, and I don't know what portion your body needs every day, and how portion is gonna store, or how portion is gonna get rid of. But obviously, the more, or if you have extra, it's better than not having enough to function. So I have been now going, well, very close to my an hour of live here, which is great. So I've got about 2.5 minutes to go. So again, I'll go and ask if you have any questions. Feel free to ask. I'm just gonna go to my feed here. Okay, that's a few things. Ben say a lot. Do you have whey protein provider and creatine monoxide dent? So I don't know how to say this word, Ben, but I do use a company called Herbalife. I don't know if you heard of them. So they sort of have uh, protein and creatine and all those stuff like that. So I can recommend you one if you want to, or if you have your own preferred that you already use. Be my guest. If it's working for you, don't stop, keep going, and you'll be fine. Jody also say lots of research is suggesting the benefits of creatine. Yeah, so definitely creatine is good for you. Creatine, everybody, anybody needs creatine to perform the best, and and all these, like I say, is very true. It's very real. You just have to manage it. And sometimes if you have to be your best judgment, your best doctor. If you try certain things for a week, see how your body feels. If you're feeling good, you're feeling strong, continue doing that. Be my guest. If you are feeling different, you're not feeling as good as you were before, maybe go back to what worked for you. And we understand as players and refs and athletes in general, when we are running, sometimes it just feels easy. You feel like painless, you feel like flowing, and you're dribbling, everything. It just seems to be intact, and that's because your body is 100% well nutrient, well fed, 100% ready to go, 100% flowing. So once we start running and start feeling tired early, then we start getting our movement, but it's a little bit not quite smooth, not quite as it should be, or you felt like it was last week. That could be also because you are missing some kind of nutrient or mineral, and therefore it's starting to make it a little bit that will feel that way. And sometimes the best way that I judge myself if whatever I did the day before was good, is the next day, because the next day, if you are in too much pain, all your muscles are hurting, this is hurting, that is hurting, is because either you overdid it or you didn't give yourself enough minerals and protein to recover fast. Because having food after workout or after playing a game of basketball and then having enough water and sleeping, the next day you shouldn't be in too much pain unless you have a pre-existing injury that it was already on your foot, on your arm, on your leg. Then that's a different story. But if you didn't have any pre-existing injury, and all of a sudden the next day you're waking up with sore here, and not an injury, just a muscle being in sore, in pain, beaten up. So that means there's something missing on your nutrition. There's something missing. Maybe you are working hard too much. Maybe slow down the workout. Focus on your nutrition more, and you should be fine. So it has now been. Let me check. 1 hour. So we hit the 1 hour mark, and that's when I usually say goodbye. So I'll say again, thank you, Ben. Thank you, Jody, and thank you everybody out there that was on this live that hasn't said anything on my, comments. But thank you for being on this live, and I hope I gave you some insight. I gave you something that will help you in the future with your, basketball, your refereeing, your spectating, whatever you do. Remember, physical exercise, nutrition, and also 100% mindset is going to help you go a long way, not just to play basketball, not just after your career, but for a lifetime. If a lot of benefits being part of basketball, wanting to improve, wanting to work out, wanting to eat healthy, and wanting to stay active all the time. If you haven't done so yet, make sure to hit me up over here where my face appears. Subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell so you don't miss the next video. Wish you can find it here. This is my latest video. Or if you prefer, you can go to this video on this corner here, which is the video YouTube believe is better suitable for you. I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.